Welcome, everybody. It's your boy, the Versace Star. We're here with a quick product review. I mean, it's something that's kind of I've been seeing around in a few of the local rec dispensaries, some of the med dispensaries. It's at a good price. You know what I'm talking about? The 1 gram simple herb vapes. I mean, they're coming in great flavors: sweet cherry, lime sorbet. There's a mango one, raspberry one. Today, we are working with the lime. I did have a cherry one. Cherry is probably one of my top favorites. It's very it's a hard cherry to explain. See, there's different flavors of cherry. Cherry comes in, a sweet cherry, like big cherry. A deep dark cherry is kind of like rich, like almost like if you ever smoked cherry pipe tobacco, something like that. This was almost like a Robitussin kind of cherry. It was an interesting mix, but it was a very nice strain. Nice uplifting effects, happiness. The only downside to it is heavy munchies, really heavy munchies. The lime, we're gonna try it out. Okay, I mean that taste is on point. And granted, this pen is at a little higher wattage than I usually would hit these at. The other one's just kind of on the battery's dead, so it's kind of a little bit more harsher, but great overall flavor on that lime. They're really nailing with the flavor. Kind of hard to tell the effects right off the bat with these vapes. I do feel there is a little bit of a delay. Whether it be, a minute or so, a couple minutes. Some people say 15 minutes. I don't see it that long, but it all depends honestly on the person. And mind you, these are really, really smooth. Simple Herb puts out a very smooth product. Same thing went with the cherry, very smooth. It's flavorful, potent, good plume. I said, and that's even at the lower levels, the lower wattages. Still get just a really nice hit. Highly recommended. I mean, and I'm seeing them as cheap as 25 plus tax at Ascended Newton on the rec side. I see him at 45, medical over at Mayflower and Brighton Alston. So I mean, and then I've seen like kind of in between too. So they are very, very affordable. And these are for the full 1 gram. So I mean, you're getting a full gram on there. It's a very good price. I mean, granted, I found, some $15 half grams. I found $25 half grams. Sometimes I found $30 grams, but these are really flavorful and not very cost effective. And also, if you haven't tried, I mean, they have flour too. Not that they accomplish the strain. These seem to be more really flavor orientated. So they're just flavor profiles and kind of just have a general effect. Where their flour, of course, is they're by the strain, so it's strain specific. I've tried like the banana conda, and I've tried some of their other banana ones and a few other simple herbs. Because you can get the eights rather cheap, and sometimes they even sell just shake, and they sell pre-ground. They sell all sorts of things, pre-rolls as well. That's what I got the banana conda and I think banana daddy. But yeah, these simple herbs, joints are very, effective as well. And they can get high up there in THC, all the way up to like 30 something. I think 31 or something was the banana conda. But that's really high testing. That's really great. And it was very flavorful. The only thing about the pre-rolls, I will say this, they felt to me and they a little dry. Meaning, like I could tell, like the top, like when I opened it, like some of the bud fell out the top, and it just felt like kind of crispy dry. Not like super stale dry, but it was dry. made the joint burn a little bit faster, but it did not really, honestly, overall impact the flavor at all. So was a good experience on that. But I am loving their vapes. They are, like I said, tasty and effective. Definitely feeling the effects of the lime right now. Again, I feel like it's uplifting, kind of mood boosting. I feel like these are really just like a general overall just regular THC high. There's not, the flavors in there and there's some terpenes in there, but overall, it's not very like specific strain wise. Like it's not gonna. They're all kind of seem kind of similar on the taste, on the flavors. You know what I mean? The effects of this lime is very similar to the effects of the cherries, but I mean, the only difference I do see is that this doesn't give me that automatic munchie. I mean, honestly, the munchies in the cherry is just very fast and hard hitting. You're starving. Like if you take a good couple hits, you start to get hungry and you could have just eaten. It's kind of annoying. But it again is a fun strain. It's a tasty strain, and this one is fun and tasty as well. Definitely uplifting, and it makes very good for an afternoon session or something to come home after work with. It's not going to put you to sleep, not going to lay you out, but it will keep you energized. It will keep you going. Without pain or whatever ailments you're having. I mean, I deal with a lot of anxiety, so for me, it helps with the anxiety and the stress. Um, I do know people that have, a lot of chronic pain, and they have tried some of these simpler pens, and they said it has helped with the pain, and they're able to, continue doing what they're doing in a pain-free, you know, um, zone, I'll call it. So I mean, these things do work and they do help, and they're not the cure for all, but they do help, deal with some of the ailments that people deal with on a daily basis. And then with this strain, again, I would say, it is a good high, but it's not like a focused high. It's not a super focused. I wouldn't go and do heavy work with this. I wouldn't go and do something that it's very tedious and really important. This isn't also a very physical strain, I feel. Well, yes, you can go out and you can, have fun and socialize as a social strain, but it's not so much of, like, let's go to the gym and work out. I could see injury perhaps happening or other it's just risky just to kind of be in that because there's a lot of things going on in the gym or a lot of things that happen. I would maybe I would definitely recommend going for walks though. Like walks are cool. um but some people ask me like, should I go and exercise on the strain, and I'm just like, it depends on the strain. There is some strains that I will recommend, say, hey, like if Jack Hera, that's a great strain to just go and kind of, take a couple tokes and go and do your workout. And then, it doesn't really, it's a clear headed high. But other strains are just kind of too cloudy or just, too heady. Even on the sativa side, it's just too much wandering. And then indicas, I mean, I have done it. I have worked out on some of the indicas. But again, you have to be really careful on this and sparingly on which indicas it is, and you're gonna get tired if you smoke obviously too much of it. So it kind of isn't easy to kind of gauge. And you can kind of lose motivation fast with it. But the sativas will motivate you, but just some of them are still kind of heady and off, off to the wizard we go. But definitely two thumbs up on the simpler, flavor pens. So far, like I said, I've tried the sweet cherry. I've tried the lime sorbet. I might have to go hit a send and try out that mango or the raspberry. I don't know. They are great. Suggest you go check them out. If you see them in, your local dispensary, grab one. If you're a fan of flavor and you're a fan of a good clean vape pit, I definitely recommend it. Definitely. But yeah, definitely. Sorry. I just want to take a few more hits to see, get its full effect. Sometimes to me personally, vapes, I have to smoke a couple of hits back to back. But I am loving it. I do, and like I said, enjoy these, and they are a good smooth hit. You're not coughing out a lung every hit you take out of it, and it's potent, and it's tasty. So 2 thumbs up. Go check it out. Have yourself a great day. Versace Stoner out.